Welcome to this new video on Forza Horizon 6, where I'm simply going to test the two cars from the Italian car pack that we haven't tried out on video yet. There are 4 cars in the pack by default, you know? There's the Ferrari F80 that we've tested, which is an incredible beast. There's the Alfa Romeo 048 SP that we've also tested on video, which is also an extremely high-performance car. Now we still have to test the Ferrari 275 Spider and the Alfa Romeo Giulia GTAM. So today we're going to take a look at these two cars. We're going to upgrade them, see if they have any unique features, some cool little details, or if they're just cars that aren't really worth buying with the pack. By the way, if you bought the Italian car pack, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments about what's included in the pack. Are you happy with the cars that were added? Do you find them powerful enough, cool enough to drive? Feel free to share your opinion. We'll start with the Ferrari 275 GTB4 Spider from 1967. This car is part of the pack and is also one of the rarest Ferraris in the world, since, believe it or not, only 10 of these cars were ever produced in real life. By the way, as a little anecdote, this isn't a car that Ferrari originally wanted to produce. Back then, it was actually the American importer of the Ferrari brand who convinced Enzo Ferrari himself to make a convertible version, explaining to him that it would sell very well. Well, Enzo Ferrari agreed, but he didn't want a limited production run. The goal was to keep the car rare and always make it special. That's why it was only sold in 10 units, which today are literally worth several million or even tens of millions of dollars at auction. It's still a pretty high-performance car. We're talking about a car that's 60 years old indeed, but it's still in B-class. It has a 3.3-liter V12 engine, naturally aspirated of course. Back then, Ferraris didn't have turbos. The car still produces 330 horsepower for only 1,100 kilos, so it has a very good power-to-weight ratio. Honestly, I think the reason it's not rated higher in the performance rating is simply because of the chassis. It's 60 years old and you can feel that when driving. The braking is still decent because it's fairly light. But when cornering, you can feel that it's a bit of a soft car, that it has old-school suspension, which makes it a bit tricky to handle. You know, sometimes you don't immediately notice when the car starts turning, which is important for avoiding obstacles or other cars in traffic, or even trees or whatever. It's not always easy to understand where the car's going to go. It's still a beautiful car that accelerates well, going from 0 to 106.5 seconds with a top speed of about 270 km/h. Remember, this car is 60 years old, so back then that was pretty incredible. And the interior is also quite beautiful. Sure, it shows its age, but it ages well. The wooden steering wheel like this, 3 metal spokes, with the Ferrari logo, simple but effective and understated. It's always exceptional. It's a car with quite a few upgrades available. We're going to test different things to give you a little overview of the car. It's a car on which it offers the Forza kit or the Ferrari kit, which is simply the kit without the chrome. Personally, I'm not going to install it because I don't think it looks very good. Maybe the little Forza rear wing, though it's actually fairly large. If you want to upgrade as a purist, avoid installing a turbo or swapping the engine. You should know that it goes up to S1, S1800, exactly. So that's actually pretty nice. With 467 horsepower and 914 kilos, if you want to install the twin turbo to get more power without swapping, we're going to go up a little bit. Still around probably 600 horsepower. That's right. 608 horsepower. And actually, this car has quite a few swaps available. You can go up to 710 horsepower with the 3.5-liter V8 swap, or 580 horsepower with the 4-liter V12 engine, which is not compatible with a turbo system. Up to 914 horsepower with the 4.5-liter V8 engine. And finally, there's the engine. Wait, they don't sound like they usually do. What is this engine? Damn, don't tell me they added this engine as a swap. Well, I don't know, so wait. I admit, I don't know what this is. It's a 3-liter twin-turbo V6. It must be a modern Ferrari engine, but I don't know which one. It's actually pretty powerful. We're going to exceed 1,000 horsepower. 1,075. 1,117 horsepower. Not sure where this engine is from. It still puts out 1,117 horsepower. It must come from a modern Ferrari. But honestly, I have no idea which Ferrari it's from. If you know, let me know in the comments. Maybe a 286 GTB or something like that. It's possible. Well, let me know if you know. If you don't know, well, I'll end up finding out one day. Oh, wow. It's weird to drive, though. It's a little stiffer compared to earlier. So it's true, we don't have that vague feeling anymore. But with the spoiler, sorry, at the back. I think the car lifts slightly at speed since nothing holds down the front, but the back is held down. So air blows under the car. If it pushes down on the back, the front lifts a little, which means that during heavy acceleration, I think it's a bit harder to turn. I think the car loses a bit of front grip. It may not be a bad car, but you should be honest about it. It's a basic car and a B-class car, upgrading a B-class car to S2. In general, that doesn't make for good cars. This car is a bit unbalanced, but I think it'll accelerate quickly. Maybe close to 400 km/h top speed or something wild like that. I just had a weird experience in the tunnel. Didn't realize the car sank underground. Good acceleration, likely high top speed, and solid braking, mainly because the car is now much lighter. And we have decent grip. But it's not enough. For this car to be, let's say, even minimally competitive in S2. So, let's say it's more of a swap. And some upgrades, just to do something a bit silly. Rather than to make it a genuinely high-performance car. So it's nice, it's beautiful, it's very rare, but in terms of pure driving, it's really good stock. Honestly, it's an excellent car for cruising, I think. You know, just like that, without modifying anything. It's perfect for exploring the Forza Horizon 6 map, or for winning your friends over. But in terms of pure performance, for competition, I don't think it's a very good car. Next, we have the Formula Giulia GTAM. And it's actually one of the cars I was most looking forward to in this pack, because it's a car that had been leaked for years, actually, in Forza Horizon. It was part of the files. It was present in Forza Horizon 5 for quite a while, maybe as early as 2022 or 2023, so it's finally arriving in Forza Horizon 6 after 3 years of waiting. And for your information, this car, well, let's just say, it's the track-oriented version, really ultra-sport-focused. The Alfa Romeo Giulia, also in the game, is already a sports car. But let's say that the regular Giulia is kind of like the M3, whereas this one would be more like the M3 competition or something like that. You see what I mean? It's the slightly upgraded edition. So, under the hood of this car, we'll find the 2.9 V6 from the Alfa Giulia, but more powerful. I think the regular Giulia makes about 510 horsepower, whereas this one makes 740. And above all, the car is lighter. 150 kilos less actually, so that's a lot. It goes from 1,700 kilos for the regular one to about 1,550 for this one. On top of that, there's a whole aero kit, with a spoiler, with modified bumpers, different wheels. Supposedly, well, first of all, it's supposed to give the car more style. But I admit I'm quite a fan, especially like this. With the paint at the bottom, really Alfa Italia. I think it's really cool. And on top of that, the little aero kit is supposed to give it better handling. And I think that's actually true. When it comes to performance, the car completely blows away the regular Giulia in the 0 to 100 sprint, which it does in 4 seconds, and the top speed, which is 300 km/h. But, I mean, it's not so much a matter of numbers, it's more a matter of feeling. It's very stiff and feels glued to the ground. The regular Giulia is much less efficient by comparison. So it's very beautiful. The interior also looks pretty nice to me. We have, still, more modern features than on the standard Giulia. We have the small screen, which unfortunately isn't active. The small stitching, the little GTM logo. The small door handles too, replaced with fabric. To save weight, they searched everywhere for ways to reduce it. And a small gauge, with a nice little animation. When you get close to the moment when you need to shift gears. First, you get a yellow bar, then 2 yellow bars, and then a little white dot. That will appear, and it will start blinking. So that's actually pretty nice overall. It's a great-looking car that drives well. On the improvement side, what do we have available? Do we have a bit of customization? We have the Forza kit. Honestly, they don't look too bad here. We have it. We have the stock round look and the stock spoiler, so hold on. Big adjustable spoiler. We have 1.20. I have the spoiler at 190 km/h. Let's say the small spoiler. We have a silhouette that's a bit optimized for VMAX, I think. A bit more versatile. But we lose in handling. And finally, we have the finish. Sorry, the finish. PNG. We can remove the spoiler completely and go to 1.16, so clearly. Not really? Interesting. There you go. Let's see how it was originally. We also have some little details. Pretty cool, it's true that I hadn't noticed. The seatbelt's inside, the harness and everything. The back completely stripped out, that's actually pretty nice. With, in the middle, I think there's a fire extinguisher, in my opinion, in the middle of the car. We'll check that out later. And then we're going to have some swaps, obviously. We have the 4.5-liter V8 that comes from Maserati, the 4.5-liter V8 that comes from Ferrari, and, well, that's cool. The 3.5-liter V12, which comes from the Alfa 048 SP, same thing. For those who want to stay in purist mode, know that this car can go up to 910 horsepower with the engine fully upgraded. And indeed, you can install all-wheel drive. Not very useful on this car unless you want to max out its performance index regardless of actual performance. And indeed, with this setup, the engine will go up to 1000 horsepower and it still reaches R-Class. And that's pretty cool because I think it's one of the only sports sedans in the game that can reach R-Class. So after checking, the swap that you can install on this car is the 3.5-liter V12 engine, the famous engine from the Alfa Romeo 048 SP. It's not exclusive to this Alfa Romeo Giulia GTAM. It's also available on the regular Alfa Romeo Giulia. But that wasn't the case before the Season 3 update. It's a swap that apparently didn't exist until now, at least from what I was able to check on my end. Just a few days ago, I made a video showing all the new swaps in Forza Horizon 6. It wasn't on the list, in the game, or in the files. So I think this swap was simply added with the Forza Horizon 6 update, and that actually makes it a pretty cool little secret. If I'm not mistaken, again, I could be totally wrong, maybe it was already there before. But apparently not, because from what I've seen on Reddit, it's really something new. And, well, I think it's pretty cool. I hope they'll keep doing it, adding swaps from time to time. Especially since it allows those who didn't buy the Italian car pack to still enjoy the 048 SP engine by installing it in the base Ferrari Giulia. As for handling, it seems pretty good, a little bit understeery too, but I think that's just a matter of tuning. I also think it's because, well, with all-wheel drive, that's often the case in Forza Horizon 6 since we switched it to all-wheel drive. But the car is still very stiff. By the way, a pretty cool detail, I don't know if you noticed, the little, bars, the roll cage bars inside the car, they're red by default. They're not quite like usual. What we're used to in Forza Horizon 6 is that they're gray, and they don't have these rounded shapes on the sides. So that's pretty nice too. There are a lot of little details actually in this Italian car pack. And overall, I think it's pretty nice. When I look at the packs we've had in Horizon 5 and Horizon 4, when I see their price, when I see what was offered, I think that if all the paid car packs in Forza Horizon 6 are like this, we'll probably get our money's worth. Because honestly, there's nothing bad here. The F420 is very good. The 048 SP is very good too, and it's a car that's very niche. The Giulia GTAM is a beautiful car. Plus, it has a swap that's almost unique in the game. And the Ferrari 275 Spider is also, well, a very beautiful car. Very niche, very rare. So honestly, only legendary cars. Only cars that I think are cool. And I think for $4.99 it's worth it. This pack is also part of the Forza Horizon 6 Premium Edition. You can get it for €40 less through my online link, which will be included below this video. So feel free to check it out if you want to save money on your game purchases. It's always nice, and it supports my channel at the same time. I hope, in any case, that you enjoyed this little review video of the new content in this Italian car pack. Feel free to check out the other two videos as well, one on the Alfa Romeo 048 and one on the F80. That way, you'll really have seen everything. Feel free to subscribe for upcoming videos because I will continue to closely follow all the news about Forza Horizon 6 in my videos. That way, you can be sure you won't miss any of my content. You can leave a like, and you can also follow me on Twitch where I regularly do live streams. Well, it's twice a week with Forza. We try out different things in multiplayer. So feel free to come and follow. It's always appreciated. Don't hesitate to use your Prime sub, that's also appreciated. And it supports my channel. We're going to finish on this note, at almost 360 km/h in this Giulia GTAM, which is still very easy to handle and has really good brakes. Thank you all for watching this video. See you tomorrow for the next one. Bye.